It's time once again for our Alumni Spotlight, presented by Alumni Hall, the official online store of WKU Athletics. I'm Brett Williams, and glad to be joined by yet another great alumna in the history of WKU volleyball, the former Emily Teegarden. It's Emily Rice. How are you doing today, Emily?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Really appreciate your stopping by and wanting to share your story a little bit. We've enjoyed these conversations, and you're the next in line, and you were the next in line of a great history of middle blockers here on the Hill. You played from 2007 to 2010 here, a couple of NCAA tournament appearances, one Sun Belt tournament championship. When you look back on those 4 years, what were some of your favorite memories playing here on the Hill?
I mean, I think what you said were my favorite memories. I mean, going to the NCAA tournament, my freshman year, we went to Nebraska, which was really cool, and won conference my sophomore year, and then we got an at-large bid my senior year. So those were, I mean, really special when you work so hard for something. But I think also just like the silly stuff, like chugging muscle milk after games and like dreading practice with your, not practice, like workouts with your teammates and I don't know, seeing your friends and teammates on the hill. It's those are the times that I look back and it makes me smile.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask these alumni this, so I'll ask you this. How well have you been able to keep in touch with all of those teammates over these years?
I mean, with all the different like media platforms and messaging platforms, it's not too hard. I mean, I think me and Kelly Potts Snapchat quite a bit, and text, and I don't know, we all go through big milestones in our lives. So like when I got pregnant, I would call my like Lindsay Williams and just some of the other close ones that I'm with. So I would say a good amount, but I'm really looking forward to Alumni Weekend in a few weeks. I think there's going to be a good amount of us there, so that'll be. I haven't seen anybody, and I mean, a long time now with COVID and everything. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Emma Kowakowski, our last guest, explicitly said that she would be here. So now we got two in a row coming to this, and maybe we'll just have a big reunion of everybody I've talked to this
Yeah,
month.
yeah,
Be awesome. So
yeah.
from teammates to head coach, Travis Hudson obviously has his fingerprints all over this program's history and what it has become under him. And he spoke very highly of you when we first talked and selected you as a guest. So I'll ask you this. I love this question. How has Travis Hudson influenced your life?
I think Travis just so supportive of his players and his alumni. I mean, when I was a player stopping by his office, whether it was something silly that I wanted to talk about or serious, no matter what, he always stopped what he was doing and would take the time to talk to you. And even now, too, as an alumni, I feel just as supported and special. He I mean, like when me and Matt were driving, me and my husband were driving across the country, moving back to DC. We stopped in Bowling Green, and it was during preseason, and preseason is a very, very busy time for the team. But him and Christy both took time out of their day to take us out to lunch and let us see a scrimmage, and I think that was really special too. So I mean, they make you feel like family, and it doesn't matter how many years it's been since we've been there. He's created a really great culture, and I really admire him for that.
Well, speaking of family, and you mentioned your husband, Matt, you were part of yet another great WKU athletics couple in history as Matt played baseball here, Scholar Athlete of the Year, went on to play professionally for a few seasons as well. So take me through your journey with him over the last few years and what you all have been up to.
Yeah, so graduated. He played minor league ball for a little bit. Decided it wasn't going to be a long-term job, so we both moved out to California. He got his law degree, and then we moved back here to DC, where we live right now. And he clerked for Justice Thomas for a year, who is like a huge volleyball fan. He really likes WKU volleyball too. We've gotten him on the Hilltopper train.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Friends in high places right there. I love it.
Yeah. And now he's working at a firm here in DC. And then I got my master's in nursing, and had been working as a nurse practitioner up until about a year ago. And I quit my job. I'm a stay-at-home mom right now. We have two kids. We have a 2-year-old named Tegan, and we have a 2-month-old named Wilson. So yeah, we're busy, but it's a fun time, and that's where we're at right now.
Absolutely. What a ride that's been.
Yeah, it's been busy, but we're very happy to be here.
So I got to ask, being from just outside of D.C. in Northern Virginia myself, how have you been enjoying my home city?
I really like it. I mean, I
Good.
think it's beautiful. It's in the spring, everything is just beautiful. It's all the cherry blossoms and
Hmm.
everything's blooming. The winters get a little long, but
True. This
especially
is
when we
not
were,
wrong.
yeah, we were in California for about 4 years. I got really used to that. I could go back to California, but I really like DC. Everyone's super nice, and we've made some really good friends out here.
Last thing I'll ask you, Emily, is as you look at this team right now, and obviously the last couple of seasons, in Travis's words, have seen outrageous success for the Hilltoppers on the floor, and they have a chance to really get as high as they want to again this fall. What would be your message to the team, or perhaps what will be your message to the team when you get back here in a few weeks for that alumni weekend?
I would tell them just to live in the moment. Me and Matt talk about how our time at Western, probably a lot because we played sports and had such great teammates and coaches, that those were some of the best times of our lives. And we would both go back in a second to redo college all over again. So just live in the moment. I mean, you'll graduate, your schoolwork will be over, you'll start a job, you'll make money, family, travel, all that stuff. It's coming, but just live in the moment. Just enjoy every second you have at WKU, because Bowling Green and all of your teammates and Travis, it's a very lucky, special time, and just take advantage of it.
And you keep enjoying every minute of your ride as well. Lot to
Yeah.
like there. So, Emily Rice, really appreciate your stopping by. Emily, can't wait to connect with you in person here in a few weeks. And again, really appreciate you joining us for this alumni spotlight.
Thank you.